1, 2, 3, 4, hey! Here we go. Here we go. On the move. In the groove. In the groove. Here we go. All the way. Every day. Hoo! Ha ha! Hoo! All right, good evening, everyone. I want to get a little pumped up there for tonight's session. We're going to talk about enlisted versus commissioned, all right? Staying enlisted versus going commissioned. So early on in my career, we'll get right to it. You know, I was nothing. I was knee-high to a grasshopper soldier-wise, man. PFC specialist at best at the time, back in, 91, 92 in my National Guard unit. And there'd be these bubbas talking about going commissioned, going officer. It's an infantry unit, no less, okay? Don't hold that against me either. And, Joe would be talking about going commissioned. And I think they were E6s, E7s at the time. And 6 months to a year down the road, Joe'd still be around enlisted. And I'm like, what happened to Joe, man? Why didn't he go officer, go commission? Well, medical. And then as time went on, and I got a little more educated about it all, I guess the medical assessment's about like going back through MEPS to go get commissioned, right? So fast forward, I'm a sergeant major in 2017. Literally, it's like you wake up. I wake up and I'm all of a sudden a sergeant major, okay? And it's lonely at the top. I'm here to tell you first and foremost. So I enter a medical battalion. And I hear these enlisted soldiers talking about going commission, because I go around and I ask about NCOES, ask about PME. Oh, I'm going to commission sergeant major. I'm going to commission sergeant. Well, all right. Well, great. So what if that falls through? What if it doesn't go all right? Because I don't know everything about it, but what I do know, it's not a 100% guarantee. Well, we'll worry about that when I get there, Sergeant Major. No. Let's worry about it now, and let's parallel plan. Let's get you off to BLC, ALC, whatever schools you need for that next rank, for that current rank. Okay, let's stop making excuses. And, some got commissioned. There was a couple I remember got commissioned. I think one got it. One was on her way, But there were stories, man. There still continue to be the stories, regardless of it being an infantry unit or not, of those that just for whatever reason could not commission. Okay, so on my way out of that unit, I had a soldier in formation, just graduated BLC with honors, okay? Smart soldier. And I'm telling you what, some of these soldiers are way smarter than you and I. Some of them got 1, 2, 3, and 4 degrees going on. I'm not exaggerating in the least. And they can PT as the day is long. Okay, they really can. Some good soldiers. And I called her up, coined her, for making honor grad and everything. And I said, now you're going to go commission, right? She's like, yep, Sergeant Major, I am. I said, you know what? I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. You're a sergeant. You're doing it at the right time. And I admire your parallel planning along the way and really appreciate it. Congratulations. Good luck. So, a lot of soldiers, they do it for the money. The first thing out of their mouth is the money. So when I pinned first sergeant, right, I got a company commander sitting in the corner reading a book on drill weekend, battle assembly weekend. And it's not a book about the Army, okay? So what he had done was he had come to the unit anticipating taking a knee, okay? But lo and behold, he got assigned as my company commander. It was good to an extent because he stayed out of my way as a first sergeant, and my demeanor, my way of being a first sergeant was complimented well by that. But at the end of the day, I needed a company commander for several things. So anyway, he made a little bit more money than I did on a battle assembly weekend, on an active duty Army day. The captain made a little more money than I did as an E8, okay? So when it comes to the money. But here's the thing, okay? Officers are ultimately responsible for everything the unit does or fails to do. I know as NCOs, we often say we are. And yes, in front we are, but behind the scenes, they really are, okay? And that's where that money comes into play. They've had to, also get college. Okay, I didn't get my degree till 2019. I didn't end up needing a degree to make sergeant major. Okay, so I know we often talk on the enlisted side about, oh, you got to have a degree. There's all these rumors, man. Man, if the rumors were true, I would have never made E8. I would have never been a first sergeant because no infantry guys were going to get it that year, according to my peers, and my peers were infantry. Okay, so fortunately, I didn't listen to those guys. Submitted my packet. The rest is history. So, the talk of going officer is enticing because of the money. So, I want you to think. I want you to look at history. I want you to think about this. In history, there's been a saying that serving is not all about the money. It's not all about the money, and where that comes is the sacrifice along the way, right? And you go run into any Vietnam veteran. All right, they don't care about the money. All right. I mean, those Bubbas tell some cool stories, man. And so I ran into one a short time ago. He's like, yeah, man, I got several DUIs back then. I was lucky to keep my stripes or get my stripes back. He wasn't talking about the money, man. And that's the thing. There's a big sacrifice in serving. It's not a private. It's not corporate America. Okay. Oftentimes we go deploy, we go away, and our family, our loved ones are left behind, affection tote behind us, and you come home and you try to pick up the puzzle pieces when you get back home, right? And we don't always realize the puzzle gets dismantled while we're gone. So it's not all about the money. I gladly give back my $60,000 I made the year in 2003 I was deployed, for the family sacrifices I made along the way. I came home, my kids were unruly. I'm divorced from that spouse now today. So, sacrifice happens along the way. So it's not all about the money. Then recently I was sitting in an office, young E5, I think 23 years old. Her E6 is 28 years old. All right, superior to her. And they're talking about commissioning. Right? They're both promoting commissioning, okay, in front of me, and I didn't even say anything. I just kind of maybe chuckled or whatever I do, and the staff sergeant looks at me and says, "Sergeant Major, why didn't you ever commission?" And then now they ripped the Band-Aid off, right? So I'm like, y'all, it ain't all about the money, man. I hear y'all over there, and I'm here to tell you, man, if you're gonna do it before you make E7. Okay, do it before you're sergeant first class. You got your degree. If you got your degree, go for it, man. But it ain't all about the money. I said, let's take you, for instance, Sergeant. What's that, Sergeant Major? Would you even know that there's a pay difference if somebody wasn't telling you? Well, no, I guess I wouldn't, Sergeant Major. All right, so why does it matter? Right? Go be enlisted. I said, I envy where you're at. You're getting ready to go AGR. Okay, you're going to make some good money. Enlisted. All right. But if you're going to commission, you're going to have to come off the AGR program for that now. And then if you do it before E7. Okay, so here's why I say do it before E7, man. E7s are like the high schoolers, brother. Okay? They know everything. They think they do, but they don't. So an E7 goes to be a company commander or even a lieutenant, right? They're too good for it, man. They're too good for the butter bar. They're too good for even the first lieutenant. They're already a captain in their head. Most of them, I guarantee it. So there's a thing called ignorance is bliss. All right. So going into company command, just because you know the enlisted side, doesn't mean that you're set up for success, buddy. All right. I've known some company commanders like that, and we did not get along. And look, everybody's got dirt in their backyard. The enlisted side's got dirt in its backyard, but so's the officer side, okay? So you have to give it a holistic view, no matter what side you're coming from. And you're going to use your experience from the side you come from to leverage and move forward, okay? Move the unit, the organization forward. That's how it works. So don't do it because you think you know it all. So there I am as an E7, man. And I'll tell you right now, there's some high schooler in there, brother. I think I was like 35, 36 years old there, going on the trail at Fort Benning, senior drill sergeant. I did not know it all. I did not know it all. Thankfully, I was able to listen along the way. But I tell you what, there's some arm wrestling matches to do that. So I've lived it, man. I can tell you, I don't know everything. I still don't know everything. So that's kind of in a nutshell, enlisted versus commission, man. It ain't all about the money. Let our veterans of the past, our drafted vets especially, let them be a lesson to you on that. Okay, there's a lot of responsibility taken on with a commissioning officer, and we have to have respect both ways. It's not a disrespect thing. And this is what I say, man. If you're enlisted, parallel plan. Parallel plan. That physical may not go through. There may be something you miss. Maybe your GT score is not high enough. Whatever. So I suck at recruiting. I tend to tell it like it is, and I hope that this video is helpful. I hope it's enlightened you a little bit. Do it before E7. Okay, there's some E7s I know who've commissioned. They've been successful. It's not all or nothing. All right. There is the warrant program out there. Now the warrant program, I can't really say much against that. That's probably a pretty good program. But again, you're gonna have to pass physical, things like that. So. I just wanted to touch on that tonight. I hope this has been helpful. Like and subscribe to my channel, my video, and if you ever got any questions, any comments, whatever, put them in the comments, put it in the chat. Get a hold of me offline. I don't care. So, have a good evening. Cool.